You already know the deal. Need to hear the truth, wanna know the real. Realness, tell the people how you feel. We don't know it all, we just keeping it real like, hey. You already know the deal. Need to hear the truth, wanna know the real. Realness, tell the people how you feel. We don't know it all, we just keeping it real like, hey. You already know the deal. Need to hear the truth, wanna know the real. Realness, tell the people how you feel. We don't know it all, we just keeping it real like, hey. You already know the deal. Need to hear the truth, wanna know the real. Realness, tell the people how you feel. We don't know it all, we just keeping it real like. What's going on, family? It's your boy Big Shawn doing bigger, better things here on your Real Talk Radio Network, and you are tuned in to the realness. It's not that we know it all, we just keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real. We're excited to have you here once again. I hope you guys are enjoying the new format, are looking at the new format, and will enjoy it. We're going to be doing some bigger and better things, man. Got a lot going on, but we're excited once again to be in the building. I want to send a shout out to your sister Light Bright. She couldn't be with us tonight. She's making that money, not letting that money make her. You understand what I'm saying? So she's not here with us tonight, but we are excited to be here and to share with you the best of the realness. That's right, the best of the realness. We've been doing this enough and long enough now where we got some good stuff, some good content to kind of share with you and bring back to your remembrance about, you know, what we've been doing here on the realness and what we intend to continue doing as long as you all allow for that here on Real Talk Radio. So that's what's up. That's what we're doing today. Me and you, we're gonna hang out. Hopefully that's cool. Hopefully you cool with that. And we'll go from there. All right. So we got music. We got music on this setup, this new setup. We got music. So we have a song coming at you in about 5 minutes. We got another video coming up about halfway through the show. And then we got another video after that coming up towards the end of the show. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. We got some new artists who we're, who we're dealing with, tapping into, and some of our favorites, like your boy Random is coming through with one of the videos. We got a gentleman by the name of Said. I met him on a Christian hip hop site. Been conversating back and forth. He's going to be with us next month, so make sure that you tune in next month. He's going to be with us next month. So we want you to definitely tune in on that first Friday in August. All right, first Friday in August, and we're gonna be meeting up with Said. Good dude. Definitely can't wait for that. And so, having said all that, we want to introduce you to Said, some of his music. We got a video for you called Uno. Fire. I think you're going to like it. So check this out. Again, you're tuned into The Realness. Make sure you do me one favor before I go into the song. Would you please share with somebody, tag somebody, let them know The Realness is on. All right. I'm just clowning. All right. Phrases, random phrases. All right, so here's how I've been doing it. I got 20. We're going to try that again, because I know I can do better than that right there. All right, let's try this one more time. Here Said.
Counting the seconds away cause they waiting to see what you're planning to do. Uno, one of a kind, never considered unless it was more than a two. Uno, thank you, Donata, let's take a picture. Cheese, ricotta, tomato, get with the program or don't even bother. One, keeping it chilly with ice. Twice, 2 times as nice. Y'all, flex with the left and the right. Oh, man, you done did it this time. That's how you say it in France. And that's how you say it in Spain. Ooh, somebody come get your mans. Thought I was hearing my name. Uno, chill with the vibe and I'm riding the wave. Ayy, shout out to Abe, ayy, catching the fakeness far and away. Shade, that's what they throw in my name. Coming with heat, but I stay with saute. Gordon, I'm cooking gourmet. Poulet chapatulas, I'm eating for days. Throw it up, then stop. Man's not hot. Rada, cause I'm tough as rock. Ravioli, cause I got the sauce. Rigatoni on them, holy moly. Gotta stop alone, I'ma cut it off. See Patron, I gotta be the boss. That's what happens when I get involved. They don't really wanna take it to another level. That's when I'ma take it all. Swan song, but you can sing along. Heard them saying this could be the one. When an empire falls, and when the people pray to God. Don't forget about the clock. 3, 2, Uno, counted you out, but they count on you now. Uno, quiet to talking and chill with the crown. I don't do it for a trophy. I keep it rockin' for my city. One and only, yeah. Living the moments and chasing the dream, yeah. Quiet achievements, I couldn't keep it a secret. Michael Jordan with the 3P. Michael Jackson with the silk sleeves. 2-3 MVP. Moonwalking like it's Billie Jean. No guarantee that I'm taking it easy. I'm still gonna get to the peak. I'ma just keep it, I leave. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Whoa, boomerang, standing on 10, I've been used to the heavyweight, huh? They be like, why? Don't hesitate, throw it, I get it right back like a boomerang, Lottery kid, bruh, taking the chances to end up with everything, feel like the one, nothing can stop my future's in jeopardy. I'm trying to get better with thinking I wasn't cut out to be part of the game. I couldn't settle for less than the best when the goal was to equal my name. That's why I've been working so late to make sure that my fam got everything paid. Never napping cause I gotta lead the way I really do it, and I'm never giving it a break. Taking the cake and the baker's dozen for the road, I couldn't stay today. I'm not friendly with the snakes that get up in my face. I'm ducking out the way, I waited for the race. I'm picking up the pace, I'm feeling it today. I can't afford mistakes, I face. I plan it out and then I'm ready just in case to put them in their place. Conversation ain't wanna listen what I really gotta say. Hustle in my DNA, I'ma take it all the way. Find me grinding every day, I can't let it go to waste. Shout out to Abe when we finally make it, cause he gon' get it right away. When an empire falls, and when the people pray to God. Don't forget about the clock. 3, 2, Uno, counted you out, but they count on you now. Uno, quiet to talking and chill with the crown. I don't do it for a trophy. I keep it rockin' for my city. One and only. When an empire falls, and when the people pray to God.
Don't forget about the 3, 2.
That's your boy Said right here on the Realness, again here on Real Talk Radio Network. And so let's go into what we want to talk to you about today. First and foremost, we're grateful for each and every one of you who are signed on, who've been logged on, who've been watching us. And we're grateful. We don't take it for granted at all that you have been rocking with the Realness. Some of you have been here on every single episode, and we certainly appreciate you greatly. All right. So we're doing the best of episode on tonight. And so I wanted to share some of the conversations that we've been having on the Realness. Listen, I did not realize, I go back and look at these and I'm like, man, we had some really deep conversations. Like we've had some stuff here, man, that like real stuff. If you really listen, we really had some good content, man, and I'm grateful to God for that. Just hanging out with my niece. For those who don't know, Light Bright is my niece, so we family, and just getting to hang out with her, but also getting to have those conversations and to be exposed to different people. It's been great, man. It's been an awesome experience, and so we're gonna keep going with it. But we wanted to share with you some of our best conversations, best moments. We recently had a virtual hangout where we had a couple people over. That was definitely ranked in the top 10 of my favorite times in the Realness. Just top 10, just hanging out with friends and family and getting to talk and getting the vibe. I mean, it was just a real chill night. And so I asked them questions because it was right around the time of the pandemic. I asked them, how has the pandemic affected them personally? And some of the responses in that time were really dynamic. They just were really different. And so I want to share them with you on tonight. So this is from the virtual hangout, y'all. Take a look.
This pandemic is really an opportunity for us to show that we are the pandemic to the pandemic. Because believers together are more dangerous than the world together. But it's flipped. Satan has convinced us for some reason that we don't have no power. And we believe him because we let little small things divide us. Right. And we listen to him. And instead of turning to one another, like tonight, Shawn turned to believers, different lifestyles, different walks, different experiences, different gifts, but we all believe in the same God. So you can have diversities and still be the same, you know. And so the reality of it is when you are reaching out for something, he could have reached out to anybody. He could have reached out to people that had some great, status, but he didn't do that. And so a lot of times we reach to the wrong people. And I think this is a benefit because I've, in the 23 minutes I've been on here, I've learned some stuff, and I think that's good. It gives me encouragement to see different people, different, gifts, but we serve, the same God. And I think that's great. And I think also it's not camouflage that we all have different struggles. It doesn't take away our struggles. We must suffer. If we ain't suffering, then we not for Christ. We gotta suffer. Wow. I think a lot of times I'm gonna say this and I'll let somebody else say something, but I think it is two things are important, that you cannot avoid sin. You can't, because we still in this body. But you can't avoid suffering. But Jesus can take care of both of them. Amen. Wow. He can eliminate both. But he doesn't eliminate suffering, because if he eliminates suffering, we may turn back to sin. You understand? Because we're going to think that we done something. So he allows, like Paul said, Paul was so gifted, but Paul could have got too high. Paul also had a little conceit in him because he talked about the fact that he didn't brag, but he could have. So he had a little conceit. But the reality of it is God kept that suffering piece so that he can realize that he doesn't have the strength he think he has. He still need the Lord. I think God took away that suffering, that little thing in our lives, the little pandemic in our lives, which really ain't the coronavirus. We got some other pandemics, but the reality, if he eliminates those things, we won't stay on our knees. So that's where I'm at sometimes, because I don't know what to do sometimes. So I stay on my knees.
All right. Wow.
Crazy enough, like I'm 50-50 with the whole pandemic and everything that's been going on. Being that I work full time and I'm out in the workplace dealing with patients and discovering cases that we've had at my job itself already. So it's been a little bit of stress in that sense. It's been a little bit slower as well. We're not doing as much work, but I am blessed to still have some income coming in. And just trying to stay safe and as hygienic as we can at the job. But on the other spectrum, it's really helped me like with self-healing and working and creating, when I'm home, I'm able to spend that time and have it actually have like 2 new plants that I started planting. I got a puzzle that I did. I've read like 2 new books. So, that time for me personally, kind of as an extroverted introvert, it works out for me. This June, actually, it would have been 2 years that I've been booked nonstop, with shows every month. So I've still been doing virtual shows, but with me, getting a little bit of that time back to kind of breathe is, it's beneficial to me because, I like to stay busy and, have the different shows and events, but sometimes it can be taxing and overwhelming. And I just didn't want to admit it to myself, honestly. And then this happened and I was like, Whew, all right, I can breathe a little bit now. So
Mhm.
it's like a 50-50 thing with me, honestly. But I'm just hoping that we move from this stronger and healthier and just mentally at peace and at whole, especially myself. I've just been self-caring and self-loving and I enjoy it.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Um, well, for me, I think as far as like working, because I'm a barber, so they shut us down and they said that we were non-essential. So automatically, I thought I'm just gonna do mobile, and for the past 3 weeks, I mean about 3 weeks now, since I've gone mobile, I really like have been having this feeling like I might do this full time. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because for the longest time, I prayed about God showing me what the next step was for me. And I can't really speak for everybody else because I do believe that God is doing something different in everybody's life during this pandemic situation. And, he's doing something different. So, but for me, I've always prayed and I would ask God, like, show me what I'm supposed to do. I'm tired of, working for other people. I'm tired of coming into a building where I'm not really happy. I'm tired of this, that, and the third. I don't get this off. I don't get that off. I still have to pay this. I still have to pay that. And it was like, boom, coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that God has really been showing me his provision of me having to step out on faith. Like I'm on faith right now. Like I'm not on my name. I'm not on like anything else but faith right now. And I just believe that, God is really like taking me through it and showing me how he's able to provide. And I'm doing like God is blessing me with more than what I would probably make on certain days out here just going from place to place than I would be in a building where I would have to pay to be there. You get what I'm saying? So for
Mm-hmm.
me, I think that I think also um with the pandemic, for me, it's like not just with work, but with the music. Like I've always wanted to have time off to do more of it. I've always wanted to have time off to make more beats and write more songs and get pictures done and do videos. But I never really had time to do it because I was always working. And when I get off work, I would be tired and I would talk myself out of certain stuff like, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. But here comes tomorrow and I got to do it all over again. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it was like when this happened, I knew that I was going to be doing the things that I prayed for. You get what I'm saying? Like I knew that I
Mm-hmm.
was going to be doing music. So it's like this, this, how they say God can't make you do anything, but I do believe that he will put you in an uncomfortable position that will almost to me force you to actually do what he's already told you should have been doing a long time ago. So I think for me, I really think that that's what's happening right now. So I'm not complaining. I'm just really like on faith and just really like wanting to really obey him and what he's saying for me to do right now. Because believe it or not, the world will look at this moment and they would say, well, what do we do next? How do we go about this? We want something quick to make this go away. But for the believers, this is the time that we should be sowing. This is the time that we should be, praying, seeking his face. These are the things that we should be doing. Why? Because what you sow is what you reap. And
Mm-hmm.
so in times like this, this is what he wants us to do. Because when this lifts, we got to be like ready to go because it's going to happen just like that. So
Yeah, I mean, so many deep things in that one conversation. And really, I could play that whole thing back and really get so much out of it. In that one scenario, I heard, keep moving, keep thriving, keep going in the direction of your dreams and goals, and not only that, but continue to work in those dreams and goals and your aspirations. Learn to accept the situation for what it is, but also learn to flourish in those situations that don't always seem like they're the best. I mean, man, just such a powerful moment. And so I definitely think that's like I said in my top ten favorite moments on the realness. That virtual hangout was in that top 10 for certain. We had another good time. We were talking about Jackie Hill Perry. Jackie Hill Perry, one of my favorite artists out there. Just recently, and getting to know who she is and what it is that she has to offer. But we were talking about how she explains the crescendo and the song on her album Crescendo called Falling Away. And in that one moment, there was some powerful stuff. So I want to share that with you as well. Let's take a look at that. This is us, the realness, discussing Jackie Hill Perry, her album Crescendo, and Falling Away. And she said, if you look at a crescendo, for those who do not know, if not musically inclined or anything like that, crescendo simply means that the music starts real low, right? Starts real low, and then it gets real loud. It just gradually goes up from real low to real loud. And here's what she said about crescendo. She says, if you follow a crescendo to its highest point, you'll find that even at your lowest point, you were going somewhere higher.
Wow.
If you start at a crescendo, at the beginning of a crescendo, and you just follow it all the way up to its highest point where the music is blaring and it's real loud, you realize that even at your lowest point, you are always going higher. Man, do you hear what like that? To me, even that's poetic. But the truth of the matter is, like, no matter how low you feel, no matter where you are in your life,
it's even higher where it can be higher
you're always going
higher. Even though you feel they're low, you're already higher than where you think you really are. Wow.
Right. And you're higher than where you've been.
That's yes, Miss Janet. That is deep. Wow. So you think you're low, but you're already high than however you're feeling, you're already high, but you're feeling so low. And their crescendo, wow.
I'm telling you, man, crescendo that's why she named the album Crescendo. But Fall Away again is that first track off of that Crescendo album. And it's written like a Christian sister. She's writing like a Christian sister to a brother who's fallen off or a sister who's fallen off. Like they basically have gone away from what they've known, gone away from the scripture, gone away from hearing what God is saying to them or in their life, right? And so she writes the song like somebody who is going through that experience with a friend, and they're noticing. And like even the lyrics, again, you got to acknowledge the lyrics. She says, I read the scriptures with you. I read the scriptures with you. You even handled it right. Saw the Christ in every text. Said exegetical sight. That word exegetical just means that you go verse by verse. You know how to work the verses, like you're able to get the meat of the verses out of it. She says, you knew the devil was a liar. What happened to you? I seen him on your Snapchat. You act like you happy. Is you? Sure you don't remember about the fire. I'm glad to get you back. All them sermons that you preached about Adam and you. I guess them genetics sent you the wrong message. The wrong medic. You sick and the fix in grown heaven. You stole leaven, that's sin, and mixed it with bricks. Come on, man. She just like the lyrics, man.
I'm reading them as you're saying it. Yeah. So she's basically talking to someone that's fallen away. Like you know who God is. You know who it is. Come on back. You know it's already in you, pretty much, right?
Right.
Wow.
Like you know everything you need to know to be successful with this thing.
Got you.
But you falling away. Like,
Falling
and
away.
her whole that whole story is just about the storyline is about, man, you need to get back. You need to get back to where you were, your first love. As a matter of fact, the
Wow.
chorus. What's the chorus? Are you looking at the words now? What's the
Yes,
chorus
hold
in that
on.
song?
The chorus is both feet off the ground now. You far away, you falling. Lights faded out. It's dark, but never too far from him. Come back to your first love. Come back to your first love. Come back to your first love. Wow.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
so it's just it's powerful, man. It's powerful.
Wow. I can
Um,
imagine what the beat is. You know what I mean?
the beat, like
Because
I'm
I
trying to
know,
tell
like,
you, man.
the music is. Whew.
Yeah, yeah. Just that conversation about crescendo and how it works out and how it moves through the music from very low to very high, and how even in our lives we experience crescendos. But if we look back, we'll look at the fact that we were always on our way up. We were always moving towards our destination, always moving towards our that place where we were. Man, powerful conversation about that. Listen, we all know Random. We all know Random. He's no stranger to us here on the Realness. In fact, we played a little game when he was on the first time on our show. It was called Random Thoughts. Random Thoughts. So I want to show you that it was a good time we had with him, and it's a good segue into some new music for him. We got a new video for him that we're going to share with you right here on the Realness. So let's check out Random Thoughts. These are Random Thoughts with Random himself. Phrases, random phrases. All right, so here's the object of the game. I got 20 random phrases. 20 random phrases. All you have to do is tell me what these random phrases mean. All right? You got a minute and 30 seconds to do it.
Oh my God. To tell you the 20?
To tell me as many as possible. We just want to see how many you could do in a minute and 30.
Oh, man, this is crazy.
You ready?
This is crazy.
All right, so I'm going to start the time after I give you the first clue. After I give you the first clue, so you get an idea of what it is. That's a matter of fact, I'm going to give you
I was just going to say, can you give me some type of...
Yeah, don't just throw them in there with the wolves.
So, for instance, the phrase "playing for keeps." What does that mean?
You trying to win big.
You trying to win big. Okay, things is getting serious.
Yeah, it's serious.
All right, so you got it.
Yeah. Okay,
so that's all you're doing.
Okay.
All right, but you got to get as many as you can. Light Bright, help me count now.
Oh, I don't even have a timer or nothing.
I got a timer. I'm good. I got a timer.
Have me count how many he does. Okay.
Help me count
how many he get right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First clue, throwing in the towel.
Giving up.
All right, that's one. Scot-free.
Fresh out of jail.
All right. Keep your shirt on.
Man, we cousins.
What was it? Well, I didn't hear that one. What was it?
Keep your shirt on.
Oh my goodness.
Grandma.
All right, Skip. Long in the tooth.
What?
Long in the tooth.
Long in the tooth?
Yeah.
Skip.
All right, Skip. Under your nose.
Okay.
Under your nose. Nose.
Nope. All Greek to me.
All Greek to me.
I never.
40 seconds. Skip. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Hey, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. If it's too much for you, leave.
All right. Shot in the dark.
Shot in the dark. Pass.
Pass. Eat my hat.
Eat my hat. Back up off me.
Nope. On the same page.
Agreement.
Agreement.
Yes.
It's not brain surgery.
It's not that hard.
Not that hard. That's 4. Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
In the bag.
In the bag. Time.
That was 6. Actually, I think I was 6.
6. Yeah,
okay, I think I was 6. Yeah.
I don't know what you say.
All
right, 6. So let's go back. Eat my hat. Having confidence.
Eat my hat.
Never heard that one.
Having confidence.
Never heard that one.
Shot in the dark. You got that one right?
No.
It was it's a little chance. Very little chance.
Oh shit.
No, he didn't get that one.
Dog, man. Yeah,
I never.
Man, come on.
I was losing all of them.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Sweet. All right. We said under your nose, missing in the obvious place. Long tooth. You old in age.
Whoa.
What?
I never heard of that one.
Hey, I've never.
Mm-mm.
No.
Never heard that one. All right, random phrases. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Turn me up, I turn down the hookah lounge. My prerogative, I guess I'm Bobby Brown. Call me a trendsetter, I don't copy style. Homie, don't play that. No, I don't copy clowns. Now, do you copy that? I'm not a copycat. I wrote so many rhymes and forgot where I put my copies at. I'm just coming out of my shell. I'm just an open book with so many stories to tell. Bar after bar, you'd have thought I was in jail. How I wrote it, like I just walked out of my cell. But I'm scot-free, no parole, no bail. Just some identification and a stack of mail. Now tell them open up the gate. Waves spinning like I brushed like 6 months straight. And I got a couple dollars to go out on the town with. Feeling so good that I can't even pronounce it. Now notice I ain't talking about ounces. And I ain't trying to hang out with them people I hung out with. I found out that I shouldn't care what the people say, cause I don't wanna do it if I can't do it the legal way. I got something to say. If you didn't want to hear it, you shouldn't have pressed play. Hey, I wrote this for the undecided who can't keep focus. Attention is divided. One track gone, and now they double-minded. Lost it, working overtime just to find it. No peace, so they're looking in consignment. Stuck, something like solitary confinement. Yeah, this is something you can vibe to. Go to bed, wake up in the morning and arise to. Yeah, something you can get up on your grind to. Ride on the way to work, pull up and arrive to. Like a dinner you ain't gotta bring size to. Enough for everybody, I ain't trying to deprive you. Take a verse from the Bible. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's a word of survival. Hey. It's survival of the fittest. If you want it bad enough, then be about it, go and get it. Most of the people say they want it, they don't want it, won't admit it. You can't even talk about it if you never really did it. About to start a revolution with the revelation. Talking resolution, higher learning education. I graduated from ground level to elevation. About to prove I'm wrong, going over underestimation. I ain't playing no exaggeration. I stand firm on the affirmation, ovation. But not for me, cause if it wasn't for G-O-D, then we would not be. See, powder for your headache, Alka-Seltzer for your cold. I hope you get better, made intercession for your soul. And when it get heavy, I hope you learn to let it go. This ain't about no competition, this is all about a goal. If we ain't reaching what we preaching, if we don't practice what we preach, then what's the reason, Look, I'm trying to be about my father's business. I don't need a briefcase, I just want to be at the meeting. I'm looking forward to it, so I'ma keep reaching, keep seeking till my heart start beating. That's why I'm trying to live now instead of trying to do it later. Rest in peace to Shorty Low and big up to all my haters. Look, I got a night job, holding up the light. It ain't an easy job, but the benefits right. And nothing come close to it, nothing alike. So as long as I'm alive, I'ma hold it up for life.
Well, as it should
Indeed. That dude is crazy, man. It's your boy, Big Shawn, doing bigger bad things here on your Real Talk Radio Network. You're tuned in to the realness. Not that we know it all, we just keeping it real. That was random with his new video. Something to say. Definitely got something to say, as we know well. So appreciate him allowing us to share that with you on tonight. Make sure y'all let them know what y'all thinking. Shouts out to everybody online. Shouts out to Shannon, Charday. How you doing? What's going on? James Pierce. For Mo, what's going on? And I can't forget my baby. Hey, baby. Oh, yeah. So that's what's up. We're glad that you all could join us on tonight. We got a couple more good vibe moments from the realness on this best of episode. So check it out. We had a conversation about a song by KB called Crown and Thorns. And we talked about all of the different things that we liked about all of the songs that we heard from him, the beats and whatever, but Crown and Thorns had the biggest meaning for both of us, and it soon became both of our favorite song by KB. So I want to share that moment with you right now. This is us talking about Crown and Thorns. All right?
Are you better off with the world loving you and everybody else loving you, or are you better off with God in the will of God? Are you better off comfortable? Are you better off uncomfortable? You know what I'm saying? The question remains, like, that's a big line, man. What are you more comfortable with? Because
thanks
a
for
lot
the
of us,
love. Oh, we get a lot of hearts. Yeah, what are you comfortable with?
yeah, are you more comfortable with fame and fortune, like the money? Are you for? He said in the beginning, we love everything, and that's so true of us as Christians, man. We love everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
We love everything about being a Christian. We love going to church. We love listening to
in the
gospel
beginning
music.
Right,
We like going to Bible study and Sunday school, and we get excited
right,
about all of those
right.
things. And then as time goes on, the fire fades because we
Yeah.
start recognizing that the church, everything the church tells you, like, don't value money, don't value this, don't value that. We start fighting against that because it's like, man, but my bills are due. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, this is what's up. That's what's up. So he says something that's thought provoking. Like, what is worse? You dying and going to hell because you putting value in money? Are you being, you know what I'm saying? You doing what God requires of us. You live in a way that God requires of us, man. It really made me think. What's that second? Read right after that for me, please. That second part of that verse.
Who's in more?
Down, so.
Okay, who's in more danger, the persecuted or the comfortable?
Who's in more danger, the persecuted or the comfortable? Keep going.
Yeah, give us a crown. You can hold onto the thorns. I don't want them. Okay.
That's right there. Give me a crown.
Okay. You can hold on to the thorns.
You can hold on to the thorns. Really, what he's saying right there, that's the most impactful part of that whole song. And that's what makes Crown and Thorns serious, because like the Bible says that as believers, right, we all gonna wear a crown. We all get to rule with Christ. We all get to reign with Christ. But the challenge is nobody wants to wear the thorns.
Oh, wow.
Because the thorns represent what? The cross. Jesus was crucified on the cross.
Right.
He died on the cross. Like, our cross is whatever we are going through in life, whatever problems we have to bear, whatever situations we have to bear, whatever circumstances we got to bear, right? That's our cross. So he's saying that we got to deal with our cross in order to get our crown, but nobody wants to deal with the cross. Nobody wants to deal with
and nobody wants to have the thorns. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Nobody wants to have the thorns on with the crown.
Right. And that's what I like that's why I like the title of the song. It's
Crowns and Thorns.
Crown. Right? I mean,
crowns
and
thorns. Yeah.
Meaning they go together.
Right.
Meaning you can't get one without the other. Meaning you got to go through your thorns in order to get your crown.
Big Sean, they got that
deep,
preacher
man.
coming out. They got that preacher coming out.
Man, it's deep. It's deep.
Yeah.
I had to preach on this one because,
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
even
That
though,
preacher coming out.
yeah, even though I like that other song, but
Uh-huh.
I like the beat and I like the way it comes.
But
This
this
one
one
right
deep.
here
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
deep one. This is the one that makes you think. This is the one
Right.
that really makes you realize what it is that we as believers believe. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we can't get a cross. We can't get we can't get a
A
crown
crown without
the
the
thorns.
thorns. Right.
We can't do it.
This is beautiful. You know what? You making me. I don't say no chains, but you know what? Right here on the show, I'm gonna go ahead and I might just go ahead and say crowns and thorns. That's the one.
Crowns and thorns, crowns and thorns. You know what? I gotta do the same thing. I gotta go.
Crowns and thorns. Crowns and thorns is my favorite.
For
Hey,
the message alone, crowns and thorns.
crowns and thorns.
Crowns and thorns, crowns and thorns. That's what we're talking about. So, yeah, man, we get into some real deep conversations that I really never really paid attention. Ain't that sad? Never really paid attention to how many we do until I went through this week and just kind of was kind of listening again. I was like, man, that was kind of profound. You know, I'm glad that we get to go through and listen to music, and not just any kind of music, but music that really matters, music that's going to change lives. If you sit and listen long enough and you analyze what's being said, man, it will literally change the fabric of your life. But we're not so deep. We're not so deep that we don't have fun, okay? Y'all know how we do it. It's not that we know it all. We just keeping it real. And one of the things that we are never short of is laughs. And as a matter of fact, this promo kind of shows you the kind of fun and creativity that we enjoy. We laugh after each other here on the Realness, and we have a good time doing it. So this is my favorite promo. This is the best promo I think we did thus far. We gotta figure out a way to match this one, Light Bright. We gotta figure out a way to get this one matched. All right. So the best promo we've done here on the Realness. What's going on, family? It's your boy Big Shawn, doing bigger, better things here on your Real Talk Radio Network.
On the Realness, it's not that we know it all. We just keep it real.
Want to know the real, and you already know. Tell the people how you feel. We don't know it all, just keeping it real like this. You already know the deal. What's
going on? It's your boy Big Shawn, doing bigger and better things here on your Real Talk Radio Network. Cool lemonade, you already know the deal.
What you got? Hey, what you got over there? You got the lemonade?
Got some lemonade because it's hot out there. Okay. Listen, you don't want to miss this. You want to be in the building. Tell your friends.
Yes, make sure you come on. Make sure you share it to everybody on your page so they can see what's going on. It's not that we know it all. We just keeping it real.
Okay, all right. So you already know.
So I hit them with the right fight demons. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? That I caught like right off guard with that lemonade. That lemonade. We still make fun of that day. All right. So that's our best promo. We got to figure out a way to get back at that once again. All right. Another great conversation we had. Was with author, local author. That's right. That's right. Like right. That lemonade. But we had a good conversation with author Modern Medusa, a good interview with her. And she's one of our favorites here at The Realness. And so I want to share with you her writing style and just the depth of her process was a lot to grasp. It was just like, man, bam, this is, she's no joke, just real stuff. So check her out. Here it is, Modern Medusa interview, and just listen to the depth of her style, what she does in terms of her writing.
That is a good question. So generally, I am in a quiet space. If not, I'm have like a jazz instrumental going on or a hip hop instrumental, And literally, I close my eyes and I pretend like I'm a movie director or something like that.
Wow.
And I vision it before I write it. So I turn those visual things into words.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a different. I mean, it has you speechless. Like it goes so deep. Yeah. It goes so deep. Like you're not just. Man, coming from a writer, I'm a writer as well. You know what I mean? And it's amazing, like to even think that to picture it. Like what? Like I don't know. It ain't about me, but I'm just saying. Like as a regular writer, I would think it goes off of a wordplay or something you see, but you actually envision something, or you silent everything around you. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's gold. That's gold.
I kind of like
yeah.
I kind of like flip.
Kurt was like, I was wondering if you listen to music.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
Understand it, and you know, even as a writer of like raps or hip hop or whatever, like that's the same process. Like literally, it's like how the music takes you or where the music goes. You know, you kind of flow with it, and you know, you feel a vibe. And
yeah.
You kind of run with it. So
I would think, but in a way, I would think if you do listen to music, I mean, I don't know, but wouldn't it kind of feel like you're writing to the beat and as such, or you don't go because you're a poet, but of course it's music as well, but for the rhyme to the beat, like does it?
No, it honestly depends on what I'm listening to. Like for an example, I have a poem about like country loving and stuff like that, and I was listening to a country song.
Okay.
And I didn't go to the beat or anything like that. I just thought about how that sound made me feel inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man, you listen. So when you listen to music, it's another. You're not just the beat, and it's more outside of it. Like, how do I feel about country music, or how do I see if you're listening, for example, country music? So that's dope.
Yeah,
that's wow.
You know, I had the pleasure to listen to some of your work live, and so even in that, I mean, even though it doesn't take on the same rhythm as the music per se, it does take on its own rhythm. You know what I mean? You're rhythmical as you perform. I mean, you have a style about you that kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily go with the beat, so to speak, but it goes with your beat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
your own.
You take it and you shape it and you make it your own.
Right.
So, yeah, I found that to be dope. How did you go? I'm gonna ask one more question. I said I'm waiting.
Oh no, go ahead.
But how did you like come to writing poetry? Because most writers like write everything at first, and then they kind of figure out what they want to do or where they want to go or how they want to be. Like what led you to like poetry? Was it like specific poetry that or something that grabbed you, or an event that grabbed you, or did it just kind of evolve into that?
I would honestly say it evolved into poetry. I used to write music. I used to write songs. I used to rap when I was in high school. Wow. So it kind of matured, I would say, into poetry.
Okay.
Because I just had a love for not even so music, but lyrics. I'm a sucker for lyrics. So I knew that, okay, I may not be like the best singer or the best rapper, but I have something to say, and I know that there's a way I can say it, and that's where poetry came about.
Wow. That's nice. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm gonna throw it back to you.
Okay, yeah. Can you let us know what Cosmic Courage said?
Cosmic Courage says, it's okay. Okay, she gets into the zone.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely she gets into the zone. She's real cerebral about her processes, man. And yeah, we couldn't deny that opportunity to get that exclusive and hear about that. So I see my boy Big Rob is in the building. Shouts out to you, Rob. Thank you for joining us on the Realness. and we're gonna keep it moving. We talked about this joint called "Never Deny," and I believe that was Eshawn Burgundy, or No Fold, No Fold, but just the theme of it was "Never Deny, Never Deny, Never Deny," and we both got some real deep moments out of that conversation. So I want to share that with you now. This is our conversation about No Fold. Stay tuned into the realness.
Never fold. All right.
Now, never fold. The beat, it was nice. The like flow, everything was like everything. It was nice. I
Yeah.
like when he say, "What should have killed me has built me. I'll never fold." And I'm just
Yeah.
like, man. And and then he just go on, "What should have killed me has built me. I'm solid gold." I'm like, wait, whew. Like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just, and then what should have killed me has built me. I won't sell my soul. What should have killed me has built me. I'm fully known. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, like, I'm like, I don't know. That just, what should have killed me has built me, that right there, whatever the devil have tried to anything, but it's tried to come against me. You know what I'm saying? That just tried to
Yeah.
break me down or try to kill me or destroy me. It's made me into a better person. It have built me up. That's what I took from it. And I'm just like, yeah, like it could be like an anthem, never fold. Like I never fold. Like I'm still here, still through the fire.
Yeah.
I'm still here. The Lord been with me through it all.
For
I'm
sure.
still here. You know what I mean? Like that's what I got
For
from it.
sure.
Like that song right there.
Yeah.
That's what I got from
For
right
sure.
there.
I like the chorus. I like the chorus because the chorus goes to like, of course, I like the Bible story with it, but the chorus goes to one thing I learned from Peter one time.
Oh
Never
yeah.
deny. Deny. Tempted to catch amnesia sometimes. Never deny. Even when my faith becomes a crime, I'll never deny. When I confess, I put my neck on the line.
I
I'll
never
never deny.
deny.
I think in one chorus, I think in the one chorus, he says, even if I confess I die, I'll never deny. I mean, and this goes back to Matthew 10:33, where it says, "Whoever denies me before men, I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven." But it goes back also to Peter, the story of Peter, who Peter was sitting in the courtyard, and that servant girl came over to him and said, "Aren't you the man who was with Jesus?" And Peter denied him three times. Three
Oh,
times.
I remember that story.
And so from that story, he's comparing himself. And he said, I learned from Peter that time when he denied
I
that I
never
should never
deny.
deny.
Yeah, I
That
never
I should
deny.
never deny. Yeah,
Yeah,
even when you get tempted to forget about the goodness of Jesus, when you get tempted to forget about what's going on with your life, when you're tempted to forget about how good God's been at you,
right.
then you think about it and you're like, man, I can't deny it. God been good, man.
I
I've been
never
pain,
deny.
but God been good. I'm going through what I'm going through, but God's been good. I've been through the struggle, but God's been good, man. When you think
Right.
about everything, you can't deny, and that's what I think the essence of this is. And I like this one too. I do. It's not many in this group that I don't like,
Yeah,
but
you
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 know what I'm saying. I
you
think it's
you picked a good group. That's on like
Yeah, that was a good night, man. Good songs, good vibe with those, and man, yeah. So we're coming to the end of our tether, and I dare not go from this moment without at least recognizing, what's going on in our world, what's going on around us, the situation and circumstances that have affected each of us in a different way, and especially with July 4th being tomorrow. And I know that July 4th means so many things to so many different people, but I have to say that America's got some making up to do. We've got to really look at what people are saying and the situations and circumstances around us, what's happening in terms of supremacy in this country, in terms of privilege in this country, and we got to make good on our promise here. It's so important for us to make good on that so that we can all celebrate our freedom. But there are some things that are hindering it. If you look at just the prison system alone, black men make up 6.5% of the total population, but of the United States, but they make up 40.2% of the prison population. And talk about the 13th Amendment, which is essentially legalized slavery, which continues to go on in our country. It allows for those who are condemned as criminals to work and do free labor for the country. And so we've been placed into that structure, and as a target of that structure, it hits deep. It hits home. And so we gotta really look at what we're doing in this country and what we're doing in order to change the situation here. In terms of police brutality and violence, those situations and circumstances that people are seeing that bring about this idea that we need reform, or we need to even defund. Those ideas are coming from a place, and we got to really look at where that place is and what it is that we really need to do in order to make that right. So we got a long way to go, y'all, but we are prayerful, and the church has got to begin to take its rightful place at the lead of that. We can't be silent on this any longer. We can't afford to allow things to go on. And a lot of people have in their head that, God is, we're just a human race. And yes, we are the human race, but God has called us as the church. He's called us out of the systems of the world. And one of those systems is this supremacy that we see in all these different institutions. We got to really look at what it is that's going on, and we got to really open up our mouths, y'all. I mean, I just believe that with all my heart. I don't want to get on the soapbox because I can go on all day. I'm not going to, because we're at the end of the show. All right. So with that being said, I'm glad that you all joined us on tonight. Looking forward to my partner Lightbright showing up on the next go round, and I know she had some other things she had to do, but we got again Said coming next month, and man, I'm excited about that. We want you to check us out on Instagram. We're at Real Talk Radio Network. Facebook, we're on Real Talk Radio Network, and the Realness has its own YouTube page now. Its own YouTube page. So check us out there. We're going to be uploading this there tonight. Had some difficulties going live there for whatever reason, but we'll upload all of our former episodes and this episode right here up into our YouTube page. So go ahead and like it in advance. All right. And make sure you tell your peoples. All right. Because we want to see you there on the YouTube page. All right. All right. So that being said, it's 9:00 almost on the dot. We want to close. I want to close with this song. It came from my heart. And really it kind of addresses the issues that I was just talking about. And so it's called 3/5 a Man. All right. And we're going to go out on that note. All right. I appreciate y'all jumping on and chilling with me on tonight. We'll holler. Peace.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
For the people in the struggle.
It's hard to put in words how I really feel, cause how I really feel got me feeling ill. Paranoid got me looking out my windowsill. So unreal, can't even call it surreal and still. The reality of life got me most vexed. Praying that it's over, but preparing, asking what's next. And if it seems I'm mad, it's probably cause I'm upset. 1 son, 7 nephews perceived as threats. And if we're not careful, there'll be race war vets. Or even casualties of nonsense, worse yet. And to add insult to injury, people call me bitter when I call them out on their misery. But some of y'all won't even try to understand what it's like to be a black man hated in his own land. Lands that he built with his own hands. Flesh and blood, but treated 3/5 a man. Great-grand had problems, had to flee down south. Granddad raising a family, still they shot up his house. Pops educated black man with 2 degrees. All had to fight injustice, but did it for me. Now I stand years later, it's the same old mess. That's why I open up my vocals every chance that I get. I done already told you, got some soldiers behind. Hate to have them going up behind enemy lines. It's time to end the violence and brutality from the hands of the one who's supposed to be protecting me. And while we at it, let's end all the silence. No longer can we sit complacent with this violence. But some of y'all won't even try to understand what it's like to be a black man hated in his own land. Lands that he built with his own hands. Discouraged and treated 3/5 a man. I can hear the ancestors crying from the grave 155 years later. They still treating y'all like slaves. I mean, they have to be amazed when it seems like we're losing all the headway that they made. It's insanity, the world's still full of vanity. They only love themselves, but I still wonder just how can it be? Or can it be? Remove the canopy, put up your eyes and gain perspective, and then you will see the enemy. I'm not his property. I belong to God, and by the power of his blood I shall have victory. That's why I'm no longer begging for your sympathy. And some of y'all won't even try to understand what it's like to be a black man hated in his own land. Land that he built with his own hands. So you know I was never 3/5 a man. I pray every son makes it home all right, and every husband makes it home safe to his wife, 'cause no loved one should have to be all right without having you around in their life. I pray every son makes it home all right, and every husband makes it safe to his wife, 'cause no loved one should have to be all right without having you around in their life.